Welcome to the Leadership TKO podcast, your source of strategies and insight to make you a winning leader. With no further ado, here is your host, Lakeisha McKnight.
Okie dokie. Great evening to each and every one of you. Lakeisha McKnight is here. Welcome, once again, welcome to the Leadership TKO, the night show via podcast. Super elated to be here on this evening. Wonderful day that we had on today, despite the rain. It's been raining kind of throughout the entire day. It's been raining yesterday, but it is, of course, still a beautiful, great day and now a great evening. It's about 9:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Chesapeake, Virginia, here in the United States of America. It's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you who want to know specifically if it's Celsius or if it's Fahrenheit, it's Fahrenheit. It's still about 70 degrees here in Virginia. And so it's just super excited to be here this evening on this Friday, October 13th. So I'm hoping, of course, that you've had a great day. And thank you so much for connecting to the Leadership TKO, the night show via podcast. Once again, just to give you a reminder, here we have some special things going on, special layout. But I will share with you just some more background information in just a few moments. But I want to share on Facebook and let people know that we are live tonight and invite people who are connected, other leaders who are connected to us on Facebook to join in with us. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share. So I'm just going to go ahead and select join me now, and feel free to share on your social media platforms as well, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Share as much as you like. So I'm just going to go ahead and say join me now as I am indeed live. Okay, so I'm just finishing up my little wordage here. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I'm actually about to post on my wall. And then what I'm also going to do is I am going to post on my personal fan page, okay? And all the links that I'm going to be referencing is going to be in the description area of this podcast. I would say within maybe a half hour, probably 45 minutes after we finish the live broadcast here. So I'm going to go ahead and share now on my fan page. And I do invite you to follow me on my fan page, but also to send a friend request to my personal profile. I do have a little less than 200 spots available on my personal profile. So feel free, okay? Feel free to send me a friend request while there are openings available. So I'm sharing on my fan page now. All right, so that is indeed done. So I just thank you so much once again for being connected to the Leadership TKO night show. And this is a special show tonight because I have some news and updates to provide for you as we head to the conclusion of this episode. But I will tell you, for those of you who are new to the podcast here, and those, just a quick little reminder for those of you who have been connected for some time, Leadership TKO, the night show, is one of the shows, only one of many shows, a part of the Leadership TKO internet radio station. Again, it's an internet radio station. And we air this particular night show Sundays through Fridays. That's the normal schedule. Sundays through Fridays at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have other shows that are part of this radio station. Another one of the shows is the Right Word Awaken, which is a show that's hosted by E. Claudette Freeman on every first and third Thursday of the month at 11:00 a.m. So it's just a little bit of a plug for her, letting you know about her show. So we do invite you to tune in for her show so that you can listen in and definitely receive value and receive inspiration for your soul. All right. And we also have some more others that are about to come on board to become co-hosts as well. But I will share with you this, okay? I will share with you that we're doing some amazing things even through the show. But this show and the station is just only a little small segment of the brand, the Leadership TKO brand. Now, this brand is housed, protected legally under a limited liability company, or an LLC. And the name of the LLC is the International Leadership Education and Development Company, better known as the iLead Company, okay? Or some people just call it iLead, ILEAD. And the mission of the company itself, the brand, the company, is to partner up with associations, universities, small businesses, and entrepreneurs, as well as faith-based groups to build winning leaders. That's what we do a part of the station. And so once again, thank you so much for being here and being connected. We invite you always to visit our website to learn more about what we do and to receive updates along the way. And the website address is www.ileadcompany.com, ILEADCOMPANY.com. That's the main top overall website for the company. But if you want to learn more specifically about the USA location, because we have a Nigerian location, I do invite you to visit www.leadershiptko.com. Okay. So once again, thank you so very much for all of what you're doing. You know, it's just amazing as far as, you being connected from all around the world. Technology allows us to be connected. And I'm extremely honored, humbled at the ability to serve you, to sow value into your life. Because I know that there are many of you from Nigeria. Thank you so much. I got a little bit of some information to share with you, all of you who are Nigerian and that's listening in. I will be sharing some more information towards the end of this episode. Those of you who are in Croatia, those of you in Australia, I've seen that those of you in Australia have been picking up and listening. Go ahead, share information about this podcast, information about this station with other women, with other men, with other entrepreneurs, corporations, CEOs, mothers and fathers. Share this podcast and the station with other people that you know. Let's get the word out there because we want to build more leaders together. All right. So again, that's what we have going on. And I'm grateful for your connection, for your listenership. And I appreciate you continuing to share it with others. So on Fridays, a part of the iLead company, we dedicate this day to fitness. And that's why we call it Fitness Fridays, where we empower leaders to definitely enhance their health and their fitness so that it can help to grow their influence, their impact, in their income. That's what we're here to do, right? That's what we're here to do. And so we thank you so much for being dedicated and committed to your health so that you can have a healthier lifestyle and be able to be present to have that impact on the lives of people. And so we have a central message we focused in on for today, and we shared this message on the blog. And I invite you once again to come back, get that blog link and visit the blog website so that you can read the entire message. And so we focused on, as you see, based on the title of this podcast episode, we focused on how to choose the best fitness trainer. How to choose the best fitness trainer. And so I want you to understand now, okay? I want you to understand that this is a process and that not everyone desires to work one-on-one with a trainer. It's not necessarily for everyone, but it will do you some good, okay? It will do you some good because it gives you a great amount of accountability. You will be held accountable for the changes and things of that nature that you implement. But there are certain things you want to look for. If you're considering hiring or looking for a personal fitness trainer, there's some things you might want to take a look at. And on the blog message, we talk about some of those things. For example, some people they really, and you might be one of those individuals where you say you want a trainer who's certified, who actually went through some type of certification process so that you can confirm that they're invested in training and building up the health and the lifestyles of people. And so some people are looking for those credentials. You might be one of those people who say, well, did you go through a formal training program to be a trainer? And that's okay. If that's what you're looking for, then that's what you want. Another thing that some people look for when choosing the best type of fitness trainer is maybe testimonials from other people. You might want to see some of the written statements or maybe recorded video statements of other people who have experienced the training that of someone that you're considering. And that's okay as well. I like to hear success stories. If I'm going to choose someone, I like to hear from other people how well that trainer engages with their trainees or their clients. And so that's actually one of the criteria that I strongly look at when it comes to selecting a trainer. And I'm going to share with you a little bit about my experience. I put out there on social media, and if you want to do the same thing, you can. I put out there that I'm looking for a personal fitness trainer. And this was like months ago when I did this. And, I didn't really write out specific things that I was looking for, but I knew that I wanted someone that can provide some results for me, help me to stay accountable and help me to get the results that I'm looking for. Right. And so lo and behold, I got like a whole slew of recommendations. I'm talking about a lot of recommendations. And I went looking around and kind of doing my research because I'm one of those individuals that like to do research. But then someone who I've engaged with in the past, and I know she's into health, and making sure that people are in sound health. And so I looked, and I considered her recommendation. And so that's when I reached out and we had some dialogue, myself and the personal trainer. And lo and behold, that I made a decision based on the personal recommendation, testimonial of a connection in the local area. And that helped me to make a decision. And I want to tell you, it was one of the best decisions that I made. And I don't mind sharing his name. I know he won't mind me sharing his name. Brandon Sawyer, out of the Hampton Roads area of Virginia. He's right on Facebook. So if you want to reach out, you need a personal trainer in the Hampton Roads area, Brandon Sawyer would be the guy for you. He is a vegan. Okay, he is a vegan, but he does not force the vegan lifestyle upon you. He gives you healthy recommendations, but he does not force it upon you. So if you're looking for someone who cares about your nutrition as well as your fitness, because you can't really have it separated, then if you're in the area, the Hampton Roads area, that's someone you want to contact, Brandon Sawyer. But you also want to look at all other elements when it comes to making a decision for yourself for selecting a fitness trainer, because you want the results. And I can say that with the decision that I made, I got the results that I was looking for. I was shedding the pounds. I was shedding the inches. My belly was going down because I wanted to flatten my belly. I wanted nearly pretty much the same belly that I had before I started having children. And lo and behold, my stomach was shrinking. I began to see my ab muscles again. I was like, where were you? You left me for a couple of years. So I began to see those, and I'm still working at it. Don't get me wrong. I don't completely have a six-pack visibly seen just yet. I don't see the tight little curves just yet, but it's getting there. But I can definitely tell you, when it comes to the summer of 2018, boom, pow, boom, right? You're going to see those slicing and dicing six-pack abs, because I'm going to stay at it. I'm determined. And that's one thing I can tell you that was a great benefit from having a personal trainer. And that was, I made fitness a lifestyle for myself. I didn't depend on my trainer, and I didn't want to. I actually had to cut myself loose, because I knew, just like with anything that we go through, that just like with babies, they hold on to their parents. When you're learning something new and having a different lifestyle, you want to kind of depend on someone else and put that responsibility on someone else. And I did not want the responsibility to be placed on my trainer. I wanted to take the responsibility on myself, because I wanted it to be a lifestyle, not necessarily just a moment in time. And this is what I encourage you to do. Don't allow fitness to just be for a moment. Don't allow fitness to be for a season, and do not allow yourself to allow your trainer to be your clutch. Your trainer is only supposed to be your springboard to help you to move forward in reaching your goals, your health goals, your fitness goals. And that's what my trainer was for me. He was a springboard for me. I took that responsibility on for myself. And now, of course, my stomach, You definitely can see the results. You definitely don't see all the baby weight, right? I know it's been months, right? Still calling it baby weight. That's just those potatoes and the rice and everything else that I continue to eat at that time. But I've definitely do not consume nearly as much. I want to tell you that maybe rice is like a treat. It's not a part of my day-by-day lifestyle. Potatoes is like a treat. I haven't had potatoes, I don't know how many, probably close to 2, 3, 4 weeks. And even before then, it was like months since I had potatoes. And it was this challenge that I was going on. It was a no rice, no potatoes, pretty much no fries type of challenge. And I kept it even after I left the one-on-one training program that I was in. I kept that routine going and I dropped inches. Some people may say, oh, Lakeisha, you don't want to lose any more weight. Well, of course I'm not, right? It's a lifestyle. And so you have to, of course, establish balance for yourself. But anybody that can see the picture, inside on Facebook, you'll see that it's working. Of course, I wish I would have had my before picture so you see my gut, but I wasn't going to put on my baby stuff on Facebook like that or on social media. But, I'm doing some other great things now, making sure that I get my nutrients, my minerals, my vitamins. And that's because, I take this health drink. I drink it twice a day. It's called Zeal. And it definitely has some great nutrients and health benefits to it. I'll be sharing that gradually along the way on these Fridays. But I definitely wanted to share with you my experience when it comes to having a personal fitness trainer, because I tell you, it does wonders. It does wonders. And it's absolutely amazing to really have. And it starts with your mind. Let me tell you, it starts with your mind. You have to be determined, because nobody is going to lose. Let's just be honest. Nobody's going to lose the weight. Nobody's going to lose the fat. Nobody's going to give you the flat stomach. Nobody's going to give you, the tight glutes that you're looking for, except if you work it. And if you don't work it, you're still going to look the same way. Let's just be honest. But I can guarantee you, right? And you want to have some goals for yourself. My goal is, you're definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, I already know because I'm heading in that direction, you will see the 6-pack abs by next summer for me. You will see it. Okay? Glutes will be strong, right? Everything will be well and done. Arms are going to be strong as well, just as they are now, but even stronger. Okay. Everything is going to be the way that I foresee it to be, because I'm working at it daily. No more arms all over the place. Even after I had the baby, I had the arm thing going on underneath, and I just didn't want that. So I had to tighten up that underarm area. Okay. And so this is what, some things I want to do for myself. And I encourage you to have some goals, fitness goals for yourself as well. And then also, ladies, that's just something that we really want to work on in our lives, most women anyway, is being fit and being healthy. And we're going to be gradually trying to incorporate even some of these things inside of the Born to Lead Global Women's Leadership Campaign, because we know that in order to be a strong leader, you have to lead yourself well. And a part of leading yourself well, I can tell you, is being able to stay fit and staying healthy. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to learn more about the Born to Lead Global Women's Leadership Campaign, I want to encourage you. I strongly encourage you to visit a website. And again, the link for this campaign is going to be in the description area of this episode, maybe 40 minutes to an hour after we've completed a live broadcast here. It's about 9:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just in case you're wondering what time it is at this moment. But the website address is www.borntolead2017.com. Again, that's BORNTOLEAD2017.com. And if you're looking for that 365 days of the year accountability, we are going to include that link to the fitness accountability program, which is separate from the campaign. Okay. But if you're looking for recipes, if you're looking for fitness routines, if you're looking for all these things without necessarily having to go to the gym if you didn't want to, this is going to be a great program for you, because I believe that you can accomplish the same results that you're looking for without a gym. I strongly believe it. Okay. I believe in holistic practices. And so you're definitely going to find that in the Fit to Lead 365-day program for leaders. Okay. And that information, once again, it's on my timeline on Facebook, but it also will be included in the description area for this episode. All right. So that's the information that I want to share. But I do want to give you an update now, because structuring is changing only for a couple of days. And that's because I have to really dedicate a lot of attention to this. I am going to be going live on the podcast broadcast occasionally, but it may be a different time than what you're used to, simply because we're going to be out of the country starting tomorrow. All right. Starting tomorrow, we'll be out of the country. We'll be in Africa. And so it's going to be such a great treat. Super excited to be there with myself and with 5 other amazing women. We are going to be in Nigeria. We're actually going to be launching not a campaign, so to speak, but the Women of Elevation nonprofit is growing and establishing a location in Nigeria, Africa. And so we're going to be doing some training for women there, not necessarily focusing in on numbers, although the numbers is important because we want to see and actually improve upon that for the next year. But we know it's going to be an amazing, amazing opportunity. I know for one of the cities we're going to, Ebony State, one of the young ladies is going to help. She's actually going to introduce us to the mayor of that city, and we're going to be having dialogue, interaction, meetings with the mayor there. We're going to be training up to 5,000 women in that one city. But I know that we're going to be going to 3 other cities beyond that. And so please continue to keep us in your prayers as we're traveling throughout these couple days. It's going to be about 10, maybe 11 days or so that we're going to be out of the country. And so we appreciate your prayers. We thank you so much for being connected here. Remember, we're normally here Mondays through Fridays with the podcast, but for the next 10 days, from October 14th, of course, all the way through the 25th or 26th of this month, the programming and the scheduling will be different. Okay, it will be different. It will not be the same timing. It will not be, of course, our same flow as far as, speakers Thursday and all these things. It may not be the same simply because we are dedicating some time to getting this location off the ground. And I really want to give it my full attention while also caring for my health and getting rest at the same time. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But I thank you so very much for being connected, everyone. And for those of you in Nigeria, we're coming to see you. All right. We're coming to see you. Follow along. Follow me on Instagram because I tell you, we're going to be keeping you connected there. Also, if you want to join me inside of the Women of Elevation group on Facebook, be sure to do the search. OK, look for Women of Elevation in the search area, request to join the group, and you'll be well on your way to following along with us on our journey. But thank you so very much, everyone. Be blessed, and we'll be definitely keeping in contact with you over the next 10 days. And remember, until the next time we come together again, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership.
Thanks for listening to the Leadership TKO podcast. To continue the conversation of how to take your leadership from good to great, visit www.leadershiptko.com.